and welcome to the very first episode of The Now and Beyond, where I'll be speaking to various people from all walks of life about the world, their careers, and even their lives. I am your host, Basetsana Moiloa.
Right now in me, right now in me.
As we all know, the pandemic, COVID-19, the coronavirus, has put to a halt many industries, many departments, while those that are deemed non-essential. Tonight I'll be zoning in on a particular industry, the music industry, more specifically the gospel music industry. Tonight I'll be getting the opinion of a local gospel sensation about how this pandemic has affected him in his life and in his career. I would like to welcome to the show the one and only gospel sensation, Sbu Noah. Welcome to the show, Sbu Noah.
Hello, Basi. Thank you so much for having me on your show. To those who don't know who I am, my name is Sbu Noah. Well, full name is Sbu Desmond Mtembu. Please don't ever call me Desmond. But my stage name is Sbu Noah, and that's the name that people know the most. I am a gospel singer, and I'm quite excited to be on your show. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Now let's jump right into it, Sbu. When you first heard the president, Cyril Ramaphosa, say on national television that fellow South Africans, the country is about to go into lockdown, what was the first thing that went through your mind, just on a personal level?
What went through my mind when I first heard that we're going to be on lockdown? To be honest with you, I was very happy, and I'll tell you why. I do quite a lot of things, and most of them are quite strenuous and kind of need me to, be there physically, and so I haven't really rested in a very long time. So I guess for me, the exciting part was the fact that, wow, now I'm going to be forced to actually take time and rest. However, as time went on, I realized that I don't need as much rest as I thought I did. It really got too much. So I was really over it in a couple of days, because I've also realized I'm a workaholic. I like to get busy. I like to constantly be working. I guess I didn't realize how long, this period would actually last. In fact, I think part of me unconsciously thought or wished that the lockdown would not be as long as it has been now. That really is what went through my mind.
Well, I guess too much of a good thing isn't really that good, hey? Now, Sbu, for the gospel industry in particular, in your opinion, how has this lockdown affected it?
For the music industry, particularly for artists in general, I think we are one of the people that are mostly affected negatively by the lockdown. And the reason I'm saying that is because literally our job really depends on people. So if there's no people, then there's no job for us. As you can imagine, I had to cancel a lot of shows that I was scheduled to do from towards the end of March until June, really. All the events that I was supposed to do within that period, I kind of had to cancel. So it really affected us, I guess, financially, because, you in music, you don't work, you don't get paid. But I was saying that we're probably the most affected, because as things stand, I don't think we're going to get to the level. You know how the president has given us like levels? And I know now we're on level 4, we're on level 5. I don't think we'll get to a level that will allow for us to actually do shows and have like mass gatherings in the next few months, which basically means that we've lost a lot of wages and salaries due to that fact. So it has really affected us. But I must say, it has also kind of allowed us to sit back and try and find innovative ways of how we can actually still make money even within our confined spaces. And I think that would most certainly be one of the positives that actually came out of this. I've seen a lot of artists going live and doing shows on the internet, on social media, on YouTube pages and things like that. So I must say it really shook us. It shook us to really be innovative and try and find different ways of how we can still make what we do available to people even during this time, but also still be able to live. So yeah, I'm not saying we're there yet, but I'm just saying it shook us. It forced us to actually think in that sense.
Yes, I like how you turned the negative effect it has to a positive, in that it shook you into thinking an innovative way to ensure that your career keeps going even in this lockdown. Now, Sbu, what measures do you think can be taken, if possible, to ensure normalcy in the gospel industry, in the music industry, and in the general society after the lockdown?
What measures do I think can be taken now? Well, first of all, allow me to say that I personally, don't think that we, particularly in the music industry, can ever get back to normal. I feel like this has changed the game completely. And that's why I was saying that, we were then forced to be innovative and try and find ways that we can still do what we do and still make a living out of it. If it ever get back to normal, I feel like it'll take a very long time. But of course, I guess the basic answer that I can give to that question would be, if obviously people can adhere to the rules that have been given to us, isolation and keeping a distance and continuously washing our hands, use those masks and things like that, just to make sure that we minimize and even eradicate the spread of this virus. As a believer, I do have a picture of us literally over this whole thing. Like, I do hear, people or the government saying that we have completely, we don't have any cases as far as coronavirus is concerned. But it would have left a huge impact on us as a society, and I guess on us as musicians as well. So I think it'll take a while, because if you think about it, I mean, if a person hasn't been working for a very long time, once they start working, the last thing they'd probably be thinking is buying music, the focus would be to get back on their feet and buy, food, like things that are really essential and things like that. So that's why I'm saying it might take a while for the music industry to actually recover. But even if it does, I don't think that things are going to be the same. And that's why I'm saying it really calls for us as musicians to think outside the box of how we can actually still, do what we do without suffering. But yeah, man, I guess the bottom line is that, people must just follow the rules so that, things can get back to normal.
That is correct, Sbu. The bottom line is for everyone to adhere to the rules. Wash your hands, wear the mask, social distancing. It is of the utmost importance. Sbu, what advice would you give an aspiring gospel musician who's watching you right now, who was on the brink of success and is now seemingly stuck because of this lockdown?
Well, the advice I would give to an upcoming musician who was probably at the brink of success would obviously I'll probably start by saying stay in school. I say that to all the musicians, by the way, or non-musicians, or kids who are still in school and who want to do music. I always tell them to stay in school, because I feel that education is of utmost importance. In any case. So that'll be the first thing I would say. If you were not at school, go to school. That'll be the first thing I would say. But mainly I would probably advise them not to give up, to really take heart. And it's unfortunate that you experience this at a level where they are. But especially for gospel men, I think for us it's passion. It's more than just wanting to make money. It's what we carry to the people. And I think that's mainly the reason some of us are still doing gospel music, because we realize the impact that it has on people, and we realize the need, that we do this, even in times where we feel like, look, we don't need to, So I'll probably, tell them to take heart and continue. It's a passion. It's a calling. It's something that they even if they go to school and do something else, it will always haunt them. And that's what has happened with me. Because at the end of the day, the gospel needs to be taken to the people. At the end of the day, people get healed. Listen to our music. At the end of the day, some people who never knew who Christ was get to know who Christ is through our ministry. And so, if really it is a ministry, don't give up. Keep pushing, and just get into the groove, man, and check how your the musicians that you look up to, how they're doing things, and see if you can, that's why I was saying we had to be innovative, So as an upcoming artist, now you can see that it's not just about getting CDs out, because right now no one can go to a CD store and buy music. It's also about, creating a YouTube page and putting your content there. It's also about, going live on your Instagram or your Facebook or your Twitter to make sure that you still keep in touch with your fan base. So that's why I'm saying get into the groove and realize that it's not just about going into a studio, recording music and getting it out there. So they have to kind of adapt to that. But yeah, never give up. Continue with your passion. Continue with your ministry, and we truly believe that we'll all get over this. That'll be my advice.
Thank you so much, Sbu. That is some sound advice. Education is key. Do your research and put yourself out there. Do not give up on your passion. Do not give up on your calling. So, the president announced that we have now moved into level 4 of the lockdown, where there'll be a little bit of an ease up on the rules. Sbu, do you think we are ready to move down a level?
Now that we're on level 4, do I think we're ready? I don't think we're ready. I don't think we're ready, because we're complaining already that we're on level 5, and people still didn't really adhere to the rules that go with level 5, and to go a level less, I think it'll create more problems. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because the virus will spread even more. Even within level 5, we're still seeing an increase in the spreading of the virus, although it was better than the other times before lockdown. So I get why the government would take us from level 5 to level 4, but at the same time, if people could You know, if people could really think about the impact that, you know, their negligence would cause, then, you know, I think we could be fine if people would literally follow the rules. But I don't think they will. I really don't think they will. I mean, I remember seeing a video when the president announced level 4 and people were celebrating, and when people celebrate, yeah, that's when you know. That's when you know. So I don't know. I don't think we're ready for level 4. I think we might have to get back to level 5. But I mean, that's just my thinking. My prayer is that we don't go there. My prayer is that we literally decrease maybe every month until we get to level 1. That is my prayer. But as things stand, I don't think we, you know, I don't think we're ready. But I hope that people do adhere, you know, to the rules, so that at least there is no spread of the virus for this level, and hopefully we can get to a lower level very soon.
Yes, Boo. I hear you. People need to adhere to the rules once again. Don't throw a party. Do not go and visit your cousins and be in each other's spaces like nothing is going on. Adhere to the rules. Then eventually we will get to level 1. Now, you know, Sbu, I cannot let you go without hearing your amazing angelic voice. Please, Sbu, give us a taste.
Oh yeah, twalo me so wami why sajwa Chelevana asankenzo wakumtwana yekinhlahla yokwasana no hlobo wami. That is a song called Sewakile. It's actually on my album, A David Kind of Song. If you don't have it, please get it. Thank you so much, Basi, for having me to Corona for you to have me on your show. I'm kidding. Thank you so much, Basi.
Wow. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. If you do not have Sbu Noah's album, A David Kind of Psalm, please go ahead and purchase it. It is available on iTunes. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me, Sbu Noah. I hope to see you after the lockdown. Well, that is it from me. Please do not forget to follow us on the socials that are on your screen right now. We'll see you next week, Wednesday, right here at 6 p.m. I am your host, Basetsana, and this was the Now and Beyond.